Now, have you ever thought about building your own house? You have to buy the land, get an architect, buy the materials, the list goes on. But earlier in the summer, I went on a course which teaches you how you can build your own place from mud. Now, it's pretty easy to do, it's cheap, and it's something you can do yourself, as long as you don't mind getting just a little bit mucky.
Okay, hi, welcome everybody. This is so exciting. We've got a whole 5 days. We're going to build a bit of a house, and you're going to go away feeling like you can build a cob house. So this is really exciting.
Kate Edwards builds houses from mud. She's passionate about earth houses and wants more people to learn how to make them. But could mud be the building material of the future? Most of these students have no building experience, but Kate is convinced that she can teach them in just 5 days. And she's so confident, she's trusting them to build the extension on her own home. And she's going to try to convince me. Building with mud is nothing new. Her cottage in Norfolk is 300 years old and built from mud dug from the garden.
This is the old house, and this is the new extension that we're going to be building onto the house. So you're going to be helping me to build my house, which is fantastic.
You're very trusting.
Well, you know.
The walls will be made of cob, which is just sand and clay with some straw to hold it together. And to mix it, well, us students have to do the cob dance.
Yeehaw! Woo-hoo! Beautiful! I like the action, I like the dancing.
There's going to be a lot of dancing to make enough cob to build the extension.
Isn't it lovely and soft? That's what we're going to be building with.
It's really nice. It's got a really pliable and sticky consistency now.
Okay, now, this is a very highly technical bit again. Grab a handful, slap it on the wall, okay? Use one hand, just use this hand here, just to keep it going straight up. We want it flat and straight, because then you've got something straight to build onto, on top of. So you literally...
Oh. Let's get building.
Just pressing it down, so use your body weight, get over it, so you've got your body weight on top of it. Press it down, use your hand. Cob, anybody?
Nice. Isn't it a bit cheeky getting us students to build your extension for you?
Well, it is cheeky, but a lot of people have said to me they actually prefer to build something real as opposed to a mock-up of a wall. Yes, they're actually building something real, so it gives them a sense of achievement. I love that slapping noise. Wow. You're going to earn your cup of tea and a bit of cake soon, aren't you?
Right, it's day 2, and today we're also building with straw.
Straw bales are fantastic insulations, you know, but they have to be fitted snugly, OK? They have to be really snugly fitted in order for them
So
to be a
bales are
gap.
cut
Now,
to size
it's just
and shaped to fit.
I'm just literally going to saw it. That's all there is to it. You just cut yourself a nice niche, just like that, and that's going to fit nicely into here. I'm just going to slide this bale right in position, snuggle it in against the post, so no air escaping through the post.
When we finish the bales, the next job is to plaster them
That'll do, perfect.
with more cob.
Wherever you are in the world, you can dig it from the earth and build your own house. How fantastic is that? It can't be any more environmental than that. There's no transportation, no manufacture of materials, there's no energy gone into it, you're just literally digging it and making a house with your bare hands. Fantastic. It's just absolutely beautiful. I just love it.
This is a green way of building, especially compared to using concrete. But could we see housing estates built out of clay?
Let's hope it fits now.
I think there is a huge future for clay and all sorts of natural materials. If you look at clay and the qualities that it brings to buildings, you find that it's fireproof, it's relatively good as a load-bearing material in smaller structures, and it can be used with other materials if necessary. So it meets all of the needs of an urban area. Concrete is made of cement, and cement manufacture accounts for 9% of world carbon emissions. And as carbon taxation comes, obviously it is going to come, so all these natural materials are going to become much more sought after.
There are some drawbacks when building with clay. Bit of a light summer shower. Now there is a danger that the walls could wash away, so they're getting the walls covered now with some tarpaulin. Cob houses can't be built in heavy rain, but once finished, they are fully weatherproof.
Traditionally, what they say is a good hat and a good pair of boots. So a nice overhanging hat and a good pair of boots, in other words, a good foundation with a gravel trench, will stop the moisture coming up, and a good hat will protect you from the rain. And keep the hat and the boots, you're sorted.
Now, even though we've been working really hard on the project, the extension won't be finished by the end of this course. So Kate has brought us here to show us one she made earlier.
All these walls were derived directly from this trench, so we didn't bring any other material onto this site.
This is it's awesome. It's inspiring, beautiful, simple. It's everything that you think that you might be able to extract from a Cob building.
It is a bit scary to think it's such a big job, but I think what you get at the end is worth going through it, and also the process is fun.
In 5 days, we've learnt to mix cob, build with it and use straw bales. The last stage is applying clay plaster. But has it converted a new generation to cob?
Press it hard, look. Bit of force, maybe even use 2 hands.
I don't think I'd like to build them until I'm old and grey, or greyer. I'm certainly going to give it a go.
In terms of learnt loads, this is actually very possible and very feasible and something I can do. So from that, it's sort of an idea of something I'd like to do to something that's definitely doable.
Look at that beauty. Whoa, look at that
To
one.
celebrate the end of the course, homemade pizzas, cooked in a homemade oven. From Cob, of course. And some students are convinced mud is not just a building material for the future, it's a way of life.
I want my kids to grow up in an environment that is sustainable, that is really very much part of a sustainable lifestyle. If everybody did a little bit, then the future for everybody would be an awful lot better than it is now.
When we went to the Kate's Roundhouse that she'd built, and it just felt like you were sitting in a big hug. You know, it was just lovely, just so natural and so grounded. And I think, yeah, you know, I want that all the time. So it's lovely.
I've really enjoyed this week. I've learnt a lot about cobbing, but I'm not sure I'd be confident enough to build myself a house, certainly without supervision. Though I may take on something a bit smaller, like a pizza oven. But a small one.